All right, kicking things off with Smirnoff, the official vodka sponsor of the NFL and the number one vodka in the world. Chris Cote, you're here.
Smirnoff!
Wow, you're on the money with Smirnoff.
Smirnoff!
Chris, you know what goes great with Smirnoff?
Smirnoff!
Yes, but I'm really talking about game day fit. The style's got to match the vibe.
Smirnoff!
All right, here's the deal. Game day is everything, and that's exactly why your fit has to match the occasion.
Smirnoff!
Starting this December, Smirnoff is giving fans 21 and over the chance to score limited edition Smirnoff commission merchandise from some of today's top creators, including Kayla Jones, Gavin Matthew, and Aleli May.
Smirnoff!
Here's the kicker. One lucky fan will take home the grand prize, a trip to the biggest game of the offseason. Plus, one fan will win Aleli May's one-of-one game day jacket.
Wow.
The merch will be dropped on select dates from December to January 21, and it's all courtesy of what brand?
Smirnoff!
That's right, Chris. Fans 21 and over can head to Smirnoff socials to learn how to sign up. And don't forget to grab a bottle of Smirnoff vodka, number 21 at your local retailer.
Smirnoff!
Please drink responsibly.
Smirnoff!
Number 21 vodka distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume. The Smirnoff Company, New York, New York. Please do not share with anybody under legal drinking age.
Smirnoff!
No purchase necessary. Must be legal U.S. resident, 21 or older. Sweepstakes starts 12/15/2025 at 12 a.m. Eastern and ends 1/23/2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. See official rules at program website.
Today's episode is brought to you by Venmo. Look, no matter how your favorite team does this season, there's still one way to feel like a winner, and that's with Venmo. That's because when you use Venmo to transfer $50 or more to a DraftKings DFS account for the first time or the first time in 3+ months, you'll get $25 in DraftKings bonus credits. Terms apply. Just go to DraftKings.com/Venmo offer to activate your offer. Then choose Venmo to add funds to your DraftKings account, add $50 or more, and boom! 25 bonus credits will appear in your DraftKings account if you're eligible. This offer is only good through February 15th, 2026, or while supplies last, so don't fumble your chance before time runs out. Here's the deal. Venmo is a fast, easy way for you to add money onto DraftKings. And if you don't have a Venmo account yet, don't sweat it. You can download the app and sign up in minutes. So what are you waiting for? Just add $50 or more to your DraftKings DFS account with Venmo, and you'll get $25 in bonus credits. Go to DraftKings.com/Venmo offer and go get that bonus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. 18 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. One per customer. Minimum $50 transfer from your Venmo account to DraftKings DFS account. $25 reward issued as non-withdrawable DK dollars site credits that do not expire while rewards last. 20,000 total transfer redemptions available. See terms at www.draftkings.com/Venmo offer. Ends February 15th, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern.
Critics are calling Marty Supreme a full-throttle masterpiece and the best movie of the year. I couldn't be more excited to see this one. That's got my boy, Timothée Chalamet. From A24 and starring Timothée Chalamet alongside powerhouse cast Gwyneth Paltrow, Odessa Ozion, and Tyler Akoma. Marty Supreme, now playing only in theaters.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
Now we've arrived, Jeremy, at the day after Christmas.
That's right. We have arrived at the day after Christmas. This is another strange episode, if I'm basically everything you're going to hear today is a little bit weird.
Today's like stranger episodes?
Yeah, today, well, what we did, transparently, after Stranger Things aired on Christmas night, we were like, how can we be stranger than Stranger Things? And so we put together an episode that contains Ray Lewis delivering inspiration for the new year in 2016. Al Roker.
Just an odd cat.
Just Al Roker. Just Al Roker.
Strange.
A couple of more Roy's top 10s that include his top 10 board games and
Roy's
baseball players if they were rappers.
Roy's as strange as we got around here.
That's true. A game of real tough guy or fake tough guy with Antonio Davis.
Okay. I was about to say that's not that strange of a game. Random guest. Strange.
Yep, exactly. Flo Rida, who was set to perform at a Florida Marlins game, had to cut a bit out of that interview. And Billy Mays.
The guy, the Flex Seal guy.
Yeah. I'm Billy Mays here. Another
product.
R.I.P. Billy Mays. And here's a fun one. He goes after the ShamWow Guy for having been arrested for punching a prostitute. And that guy, fun fact, now running for Congress in Texas on an anti-woke campaign. Welcome to 2026, everyone. We're almost there. Anyway, here's a weird hour.
2016. A new year comes in. All the parties everywhere. New Year resolutions are made. And then what? The time is right now. Waste no more time in life. I'm talking about if you in the hoods, you can always switch out. If you in big corporate buildings, the way you treat people can always change. The problem is we create New Year's resolutions instead of lifestyles. Man, it's about lifestyle. It's about if you want to see things change it. No matter where you are on the food chain, man. Don't let people trick you. 2016 is about doing you. You want to do something? Snap a picture of yourself. And at the end of this day, ask yourself what you don't like about you before you judge anybody else. Happy 2016. Do you.
Let's do it this way, Al. Give me the Mount Rushmore of weathermen. Go ahead. You're on it.
Willard Scott.
Yep.
Dr. Frank Fields. I would say Sonny Elliott from Detroit. Dr. George Fishbeck in Los Angeles, since retired. Dallas Raines, L.A.
That's a great name for a weatherman.
Brian Norcross, who was down there in Miami.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Not that gas bag Phil Farrow, though.
I don't know Phil.
Good.
You wouldn't like him.
I cannot speak to his gas baggedness or not.
Al Roker with us on 790 The Ticket. Why are you America's most famous weatherman? Why? What traits do you have that make this so?
I don't know that I am the most famous weatherman in America.
You are, Al.
I doubt that. I'm sure there are
but why?
Willard's more famous than I.
But what? All right, let's attack this from a different angle. How often is?
Now we're attacking. All right.
Yes, we are. You've looked around. I mean, honestly, given what your skill is and given your fame,
calling this a skill is a little suspect.
Well, that's where I'm going to head with this. Given what your skill is, you've found yourself in what position where you're pinching yourself and saying, I can't believe that I get this from doing this.
But you got to understand, I felt like that from the beginning. You know, I mean, this is the greatest gig going, and each time I've done, you know, I've moved up, it's still like, wow, they haven't found me out yet. This is amazing. I love this country.
But do you have one example above all others where you're sitting amongst people that you don't belong amongst?
Yeah, every day at the Today Show.
Right.
but you know, I mean, look, I'm a kid from Queens. You know, I don't have any discernible skill set other than being able to talk on television. But you know, for whatever reason, it's not okay.
You should be doing the weather each morning with a ski mask on, Roker.
I should be. So it would certainly be a lot easier for the children.
Check him out at Al Roker.
I mean, I have people come up to me every day. Every day, at least one person out at the window says, Al Roker, you look so much better in person. And I think they believe that's a compliment.
What's your schedule like? How early do you wake up every day, and when do you try to get to bed?
I get up at 3:15, and I do not go to bed until my 13-year-old daughter is in bed. And that's about 10 o'clock.
3:15. So your life's not that you're complaining, but no. That's not normal.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You know what? Here's the deal. A lot of people work that same shift or work those or are up for those same amount of hours and get paid an awful lot less. If you've got kids, if you commute, you know, you've got as long a day, if not longer than mine, so you're not going to get me complaining.
Al Roker with us on 790 The Ticket. You had gastric bypass surgery several years ago. You lost over 100 pounds. Was that the most difficult experience of your life?
You know what? No. I can be honest with you, not to get too serious. Losing both parents, losing friends in 9/11. There are a lot of difficult things. This was something, that I just, for whatever human failing I have in being able to lose weight, I knew I needed to do something, and and as the last resort, I did this. I do not recommend it to people. It's a dangerous operation. 1 in 200 people die from complications. But that said, it worked for me, and it's still a struggle every day.
How so? You still crave foods? It's a constant battle?
You unlike, say, drug abuse or alcohol abuse, you can avoid those substances and still live. You don't need them to survive. Food, until they come up with a way to gain sustenance from water and air, you have to eat. So you deal with that. And I still don't eat anywhere near as much as I did in my heyday, but I still have to watch. I still have to work out. I still have to exercise. I still have to watch what I eat.
What's the root of it, Al? Have you ever figured out what the root of it is?
I really like food.
So it's not any deeper than that. It's just you like food.
It could be. But I think at the end of the day, whatever issues somebody might have, why not drink or why not take drugs? Food, yes, easy. But I like food. It's good. Food tastes good.
Agreed. I like food too, but you understand what I'm asking you. Like, I would think that if you're going into a life-threatening surgery situation,
right,
you might have been able to or you might have been interested in sort of tangling through why it is that you hadn't been able to conquer the liking of food.
Well, I think it's just, some people have an addictive personality, and now that I've had the bypass, the copious amounts of food are not possible physically, but I don't have that desire for them.
What food do you miss the most, Al?
I can't say that I miss any food because I eat a little bit of everything, so there really isn't anything I'm missing. I just don't, like I said, I don't, I'm not as crazy as I once was about, bread and butter, that sort of stuff, because I don't like, it just doesn't go down well. But I still like some good ribs, but I don't eat a rack and a half anymore. I have 2 or 3.
So what kind of damage would Big Al Roker do before gastric bypass? Like, bad day, Al's decided he's going to eat a lot. What kind of damage is being done?
It depends on the day. Could be, stop by McDonald's, get a couple of quarter pounders and a couple of fries and a thick shake or whatever. Sit down in front of the TV and just pig out. Could be a pint of Haagen-Dazs at once. Who knows? It depends on the day.
That sounds
could be a sleeve of Lorna Doone cookies.
Thanks for stopping by, Al.
Hey, thank you, guys.
Dan, I couldn't give up food the way Roker did.
He didn't say he gave up food. Were you listening to anything that was said there? He didn't say he gave up food. He had a surgery, a life-threatening surgery, so that he would just need less food. His stomach wouldn't allow him to continue inhaling food at the rate that he was.
I was listening, but the guy went from a rack and a half of ribs to a single rib. A lonely little rib sitting on the plate. Just one little lonely rib dangling there.
That interview did nothing but make me hungry.
It's the holiday season and the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite. The holiday is all about spending time with friends and family. Why don't you sit back and toast a few Miller Lites? Make your holiday time 'tis Miller time. And with the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite, you get to remember and reflect on all the good times that you had with your trusty buddy by your side, Miller Lite. Brewed for flavor with simple ingredients like malted barley, rich, balanced toffee notes, and that iconic golden color. And at 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces, it lets you enjoy the season without weighing you down. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different 50 years later. The best holiday beers are the ones you don't expect. Miller Lite. Great taste. 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. 'Tis Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
If you could stop somebody from breaking in before they got inside your house, why wouldn't you? Most old school systems only go off after somebody's already in your place, opening your fridge, petting your dog, whatever. At that point, it's too late. It's reactive. Simply Safe is different. It's proactive with this double layer of defense that helps stop crime before it even starts. First, their AI-powered cameras spot potential threats outside, not just in motion, but an actual person lurking around in the bushes, behind a tree, in a car, under the car, wherever they may be. Then live monitoring agents jump in right away. They talk to the person through the camera, let them know they're on video, and that cops are getting called if they don't leave. That's how you stop crime before it starts. Personally, I trust Simply Safe to protect what matters most at my house, my wife, my daughter, my possessions, my things, my home, my safety, my peace. I trust that to Simply Safe. That's it. That's the list. No long-term contracts, no hidden fees, and Simply Safe was just named the best home security in 2025 by U.S. News and World Report. And right now, it's the best time to jump in. Simply Safe's last chance Black Friday sale, 50% off any new system. Go to simplysafe.com/DLB. Again, that's simplysafe.com/DLB. There is no safe like Simply Safe.
Critics are calling Marty Supreme a full-throttle masterpiece and the best movie of the year. I couldn't be more excited to see this one. That's got my boy, Timothée Chalamet. From A24 and starring Timothée Chalamet alongside powerhouse cast Gwyneth Paltrow, Odessa Ozion, and Tyler Akoma. Marty Supreme, now playing only in theaters.
Don Le Batard.
Kermit the Frog here, live from Middle Rock Media Studios here in Miami.
Stugotz.
The Germans are advancing on France in World War II.
This is the Don Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Time now for Roy's Top 10 List. It's a segment that's growing in popularity, sweeping both the internet, South Florida, and the world. Time now for Roy's Top 10 List. These are Roy's Top 10 board games. Roy's Top 10 board games.
Now, I've been sitting on this for about a half hour. Usually I'm good at this. I have at least 4 or 5 before we go into the list. I only have number 1. What do you think? Take a peek.
Shuffleboard?
Well, you just gave it away.
Well, but that's not going to be it.
Board games. Shuffleboard.
I don't think that's going to be it.
All right, let me cross it off here.
Number 10, Roy.
Blackgammon.
How did I not get that? I've lost my... We're not doing this thing enough, I'll tell you. That's the problem. We're not doing the top 10 enough, so I'm rusty.
It's somebody else's fault.
Well, it's not mine.
Number 9, Roy.
Hungry ass hippos.
Hungry ass hippos. Did you like that game?
I did like that game, actually.
So awesome.
Played it yesterday. Number 8, Roy.
Fats Dominoes.
Number 7, Roy.
Fats, I just got it.
Connect Foe.
Stop it right there as far as I'm concerned. There's 6 better than that. Connect 4.
That's not what he said.
I say Connect 4.
Number 6, Roy.
Obama Monopoly.
Number 5.
I think that was fun.
All over Candyland.
Why do you throw things at me during this? Why do you laugh so hard that you throw things at me during this?
I just threw a pen.
Number 4.
The Game of Life. Sentence.
Now, why would you do that?
Sorry.
I'm out of here.
Why are you leaving? You're leaving now? Your laughter is so strong and pulsating that you're leaving. Number 3, Roy.
Risk. Ross.
Number 2, Roy.
100-foot Yahtzee.
There were 6 better than Connect 4.
Number 1, Roy.
Bill Parcheesi.
Oh, my God.
These are Roy's all-time favorite baseball heroes. If
Oh, wow. Threw me off. There's an if here?
they had rapperish names.
Oh, wow. Need to revise my list real quick. I had straight baseball players. Rapper names?
Kind of.
Like rappers, singers, like Flava Flav, something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Stugotz.
I didn't know the definition of a rapper. Okay.
Number 10, Roy.
Bone Thugs and Harmon Killabrew.
Hold on a second. Let me tear up my list for multiple reasons. I don't know any rappers, so my list is useless. 1 second, Dan. Okay, we're back.
We're back?
Well, I'm back.
You were talking into the microphone throughout that segment. You didn't go anywhere.
Well, now I'm back. I ripped up my list, and I'm back, and I'm writing up a new list. But where are we? Number 9?
Number 9, Roy.
Jay Zito.
Number 8, Roy.
The Giants pitcher.
Notorious B.I. Jeter.
This is glorious.
Number 7, Roy.
LL Cool J Johnstone.
I don't know.
What don't you like about that?
This wasn't one of my
That's
favorites.
the funniest one visually. You've got a Dodger outfield running around out there. Number 6, Roy.
Grandmaster Flash Gordon.
That's pretty good. I like that one a little.
Number 5.
Doug E. Glanville.
That's actually one that I had. That's, of course, from Dougie Fresh, right?
Number 4.
2 Live Carew.
It's not going to get better than that.
You're familiar with their work.
That's the best one, I'm sure. I haven't seen the list, but he will not do better than 2 Live Carew.
It's the best one on this list, no doubt.
Number 3.
DJ Jazzy Jeff Conine.
Number 2, Roy.
Run DMC Gaston.
That is the best.
It's not as good as 2 Live Carew, and I will not discuss this. I will not discuss this anymore. 2 Live Carew. 2 Live Carew is the best one. Number 1, Roy.
JT Snow.
Cito Gaston was just, was that a beauty? It was genius.
All right, so apparently everyone is launching their own AI agents now. You get an agent. No, you get an agent. They're automating tasks, running workflows, making decisions, and occasionally absolutely wrecking your day. You know what I'm talking about. An agent deletes the wrong files, changes something you've never approved, or just goes completely off script, like it's trying to improvise its way out of a paper bag. And suddenly, you're the one stuck trying to figure out what went wrong unless you're using Rubrik Agent Cloud. Because here's the thing, AI is moving fast, like really fast. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that lets you monitor, govern, and rewind AI agent actions. One platform that lets you unleash more agents faster without fear that they're going to burn the place down. You get full visibility into what your agents are doing. You can enforce guardrails. You can actually quantify the risk. And if something breaks, you just rewind it. Like an undo button, but for AI. And that rewind happens in minutes, not hours or days. And if your business relies on AI agents, you need the ability to monitor, govern, and rewind their actions. Right now, Batard Show listeners get exclusive early access to Rubrik Agent Cloud. Head to Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com. Rubrik.com.
Those jingle bells remind me that holiday basketball is here. And when stars like Kobe White, Jalen Williams, and Tyler Hero start cooking, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is where you want to be. I keep singing that song when I do this read. I can't help it. But don't forget, DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player goes down in the first half, you still get paid in cash. What? Is this true? This can't be. Really? Oh my God. It's absolutely true. It's absolutely real. If your player goes down in the first half, you still get paid in cash. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code DAN. That's code DAN. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Oh, yeah.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
At Sierra, discover joyous deals on great gifts for everyone on your list. Like cozy slippers, ski gear, fishing poles, bikes, large kayaks, even larger canoes. Whew. Which might lead to another discovery. Wrapping gifts is the only sport you need to stay fit this season. 'Tis the season to discover great gifts at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
Dan Le Batard. We're gonna win. Stugotz. We're gonna win.
They're annoying.
What an old reference.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
All right, we're going to invent a new game here with Antonio Davis right now. We're going to invent it right now in honor of Carmelo and Kevin Garnett going at each other. We're going to play a real tough guy or fake tough guy with Antonio Davis. So, and you don't have to give elaborations. You can if you'd like, but you don't have to. Kendrick Perkins, real tough guy or fake tough guy?
I think real tough guy. I think if it comes down to it and they had to fight, he would punch somebody for real. So I say real tough guy.
Reggie Evans, real tough guy or fake tough guy?
Fake tough guy. I don't like when you come across as a tough guy, but every time you look around, you're floppy. Either you're going to stand up and be a bruiser or you're not. You know, this is not about tricking anybody and thinking that you're tough. You either are or you aren't.
Tyler Hansbrough, real tough guy or fake tough guy?
I think he has real tough guy intentions, but I don't know.
Antonio, what the hell did you just do to our game? Antonio, which part of this game do you not understand?
He's got a tough guy nickname, Antonio. Psycho, too.
Yes, I think that it's real tough guy intentions.
I don't know what that means. I love that. I don't know what that means.
He's not a real tough guy. No, I'm going to say no.
Udonis Haslem, real tough guy or fake tough guy?
I'm going to say real tough guy. I think if it came down to it, I think that he would actually do it. I think he would. Yeah, I'm going to say real tough guy.
Zach Randolph, real tough guy or fake tough guy?
Oh, tough guy.
Yeah, he'll beat you to death with a pool cue.
Yes, he will.
Yeah, that's it. We can move on. Yeah,
no one even thinks about that.
Zebo's a quick answer.
I'm going to say in his defense, though, that he's gotten much better. I think he's letting his play speak for his toughness right now.
Rajon Rondo, real tough guy or fake tough guy?
Oh, man. Fake tough guy. He got some things going on he need to work out with himself. He need to accept his role as a leader and go about being tough mentally and showing everybody that he can lead the Boston Celtics to big playoff games.
Now, Antonio Davis, if you're not familiar with his work, he was a real tough guy. Is there anybody else on your list where it sounds like, would you be a little afraid of Charles Oakley? Is there a guy out there that you played with that you were just a little bit afraid of, even though you were a real tough guy?
Listen, when you are being told that you're going to play the New York Knicks and they have a guy on their team that if you show any weakness, if you back down at all, this guy is going to smash you every time he sees you. So this is your moment right here. What are you going to do? I chose at that point, I'm going to go at him first. Scared as I was, as soon as I had the opportunity, I was going to whack him first. Not dirty, not dirty, but just let him know, like, listen, man, they told me about you, and I ain't scared. If you just don't have to beat me up. Yes, I was scared to death. I'm not going to lie.
But tough guys can't project that. You can't portray that.
But, you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, back when we played, you had to do it, and it wasn't about talk. If you were going to talk, that was just throwing fuel on that fire. You eventually were going to have a fight.
So you went into the fear. I mean, you were faking it, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
It's like fake it till you make it. I was faking it. But let me tell you, after that, I knew what tough was. I knew what it was about. And it was just that defining moment. Are you willing to knock the crap out of somebody and deal with the consequences later? And from that point on, I was willing to knock the crap out of somebody and deal with the consequences later.
Excellent debut effort, Antonio. We really enjoyed having you on. Thank you for making time for us. Billy Mays with us now. He's TV's most recognizable infomercial pitchman. The Pitchman Show, it's people trying to get you to get behind their products or inventions, right? That's how it works?
That's right. In fact, the show is called Pitchman, but it's about the people and the products they bring us. And it's about the stories, you know, because I got to tell you, these products that are brought to us, they have a story. Someone's putting their house up for a second mortgage. I mean, they are, they're putting their kids' education on the line. I don't know how crazy that is, but I have to tell you something. The American dream is alive and well. And I got to tell you something. Go for it, because everybody has an idea. You know what? It's these people that put these ideas down on paper, make a prototype, and they venture out and put their own money up, and they're going to take it to the next level. That's when I come in. In fact, I'm not an inventor, and I don't really have the ideas in my head. I'm the quarterback that takes them to the next level.
When you just used a couple of times there the phrase "I got to tell you something," which is a very
I got to tell you.
What's another very pitchman phrase? What I got to tell you something is something that makes me
watch this. Take a look at this. I'm still not done. But wait, there's more.
Because I got to tell you something. I don't trust somebody who says I got to tell you something.
Well, you could trust me, because you know what? I've been on TV for the last 11 years, and let me tell you this, Dan. If you have a product that doesn't work on TV, you better get out, because you just can't sell anything on TV. And you know what? The thing is, I'm very proud of my record, and the products that I bring to people have to go through a rigorous test. For every product you see, and you know what? There's so many products you don't see because they don't make it. They don't get into my repertoire, my product profile. So I really turn a lot of products down before I get to that winner.
What's the worst thing you've ever been asked to pitch?
The worst thing? Geez, I'll tell you, a product that tells you, whether to put your toilet seat up or down. It was actually a light that goes on the inner side of the lid. So if the thing you sit down on is down, it would put a bullseye into the into the water that would say green. It would say red is stop, and then if the seat was up, it was green was go. So it was trying to tell someone how to go to the bathroom. So it was more for the ladies out there. So about keeping that toilet seat up. So I thought that was kind of stupid, and it really didn't sell. I passed on it. It went on to the Home Shopping Network, and it bombed out there.
Can you, Billy, or have you pitched something on TV that you don't really believe in?
Never will. Never have.
What's the most money you've ever made off of a product?
Oh, that's a loaded question. You make a lot of money. I'm not going to get into numbers, and George will say the numbers. You could say the numbers for George, because he's made hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm mentally rich, slightly overdrawn, but mentally rich. You know what? I've done it all. I've made it all. For what I need in my life. Now it's time to take these products to the next level. Help the American inventor out, because, like I said, through every great recession and Great Depression comes greater innovation, and these are tough economic times. I don't want to get so cliche-ish on you, but these are the toughest economic times that we've been through, I guess, in the last 20 years. But you know what? I'm here to tell you that the American dream is alive and well, and I got to tell you, this will actually give you some more hope when you watch Pitchman, because these products are real. We're taking them to the next next level. We're making one product work each week out of the two. So that's, last time I checked, that's a 500% batting average. That's not too bad.
Billy Mays with us on 790 The Ticket. Was there a product that you've endorsed in the past that you thought would be an enormous, huge hit, and it turned out to be a flop?
You know what? I keep, aim small, miss small. I don't really, look, I thought that OxyClean was going to be, just very nominal. We just sold the company to Arm & Hammer in the last 2.5 years for $327 million. So, I mean, OxyClean is number one in its category. Kaboom is a gigantic product. These products, I really never thought that they would make it. And, the thing is, Mighty Putty, the Mighty brands, these products here, I kind of set not the highest expectations for them, but, in this business, I do so many different products, and, I don't get emotionally attached to them. But, I get personally involved with them because, I put everything on the line. I go out there and try to hit one out of the park every time. So, I don't know if that answers your question, but, the OxyClean has really been a product that I thought would not be as big as it was, and it really is. And you know what? It works, and that's the main thing.
Billy, you have pitchman beef with Vince Offer from ShamWow?
You know what? I have a beef with anybody that does what he's done. And, I try to take the high road, but if you put it to me like that, yeah, I have a beef with you. If you're going to try to call yourself a pitchman, you got to act in accordance to it, And I don't know any other pitchman that acts like he does. So, he should straighten up or ship out, something like that.
Well, what do you mean there? You mean because of his behavior with a prostitute here in Miami? Or?
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. So, I mean exactly that. I don't condone anybody that's gone to a prostitute, let alone somebody that beats that prostitute up. So, if you're listening out there, Vince, get some help because you need to. You just can't go around doing that, and being in. It's just like someone in the NFL doing that, and one of the other NFL players. We take pride in what we do. I mean, there's a lot of great pitchmen out there, and we have a small band of brothers out there. And if you want to be around us, you got to act like us.
So he's not following the pitchman code.
Oh, come on. You know what? I mean, the last time I checked, you know what? I'm very OxyClean. And you know what? I don't know anybody that can act like that and get away with it. You know what? You should be suspended. You should, have to do something. But
suspended from
evidently he's done nothing.
Suspended by whom? Like what the pitchman?
The pitchman Puma.
The greatest infomercial pitchman of all time went after the ShamWow Guy. You never know what controversy is going to spring up on this show. Finally, the Florida Marlins put together a good concert. They got Flo Rida, they got Pitbull. I don't want to start beef here, but Flo Rida's got 2 #1 hits, and you're opening for Pitbull. He's got Grammy Awards, and you're opening for Pitbull. How does that work? I am starting beef, aren't I, Flo?
Not at all, not at all. I mean, shout out to, my boy Pitbull. We definitely was in the grand project having a record deal. We grinded out, putting out mixtapes and everything. So much love, I mean, we all hometown favorites, so we're going to do it big.
You're from Carroll City. What's the greatest hip-hop act to ever come out of Miami?
Definitely, we got to give it up for the 2 Live Crew, Definitely, that's like a big friend of mine, so I mean.
Who'd you look at and say, I want to be them?
It was the 2 Live Crew, man, because, they had the nice cars, nice girls in their videos, nice jewels, and I mean, I always looked up to that.
Flo Rida with us on 790 The Ticket. I love saying that. You've got the greatest name in the history of hip-hop, correct?
Appreciate it all day, definitely. I mean, I want to thank the fans, definitely representing Florida to the fullest.
Your sisters, you're the only boy, right? You grew up among a bunch of sisters, no?
Yeah, I got 7 sisters. I have a twin sister, I'm the only boy, I'm the youngest.
And so what, they call you Flo, or what do they call you?
No, they call me by my birth given name. They just be like Tramar. So when they playing around, they might say Flo Rida,
Your birth given name is what, excuse me?
Tramar.
Okay, so you changed it. How'd you get Flo Rida? How did it become Flo Rida?
I mean, just sitting in the studio, with my homeboy Cisco, who actually produced some of my tracks early on, and you should look forward to him being on my new album, on my 3rd album. But we were sitting down at his crib, and, being an artist, you have to come up with a name. So I just was like, I'm going to take Florida, break it in half, and, the flow representing my melodic style, Rida representing my gift to speed up and slow down my rhyme pattern. So there was Flo Rida.
Flo Rida, and this is a great show they've put together. Finally, the Marlins put together a great show. Flo Rida with us. Now you're on American Idol, 25 million viewers. What's that like?
Oh, man, I always dreamed of just going to, being an audience member, but to go on stage, right after the show, I got so many phone calls. I always give up my cell phone number, and all the fans were telling me how, a great job I did, and I was just like, wow, American Idol, to be right there center stage is like a dream come true. I'm not a singer, but, just to have, entertain those who watch the show and those who are actually performing at the show was a great deal for me.
And what is your cell phone number?
Oh, yeah, it's 305-528-2786. That's 305-528-2786. And I actually have a tour coming up around the world, and actually all the fans could stream in live online at www.mycontent.com. I'm the first artist to do it. That's www.mycontent.com, and you can watch all my shows live.
Now, how often does that actually happen when you actually pick up that telephone number?
For the most part, if I'm not doing an interview or, doing, some TV or video things, if I can get some, I'll text back. But for the most part, I say maybe 100 times out the day I'll answer.
Just to talk to regular strangers?
To the fans, that buys my music. I think if they could go out and purchase my music, I could at least give them, a minute of my time.
Now, you are enormous. You're enormous in more ways than one. Flo Rida with us on 790 The Ticket. He's got 2 #1 hits and physically huge. You've got to be a steroid guy, right? You have to be. You got to dabble in some steroids.
Not at all. I don't even take no type of nutrition. I eat the way I want. I don't watch a diet or nothing. I'm from the hood. I just go. We do push-ups and just probably run around the block or something.
Get out of here. What is that? What do you mean? You can't look like that, just eating whatever you want and running around the block a couple of times.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's genetics.
Oh, it's not fair. Flo Rida with us on 790 The Tech. Your life's pretty good right now, right?
It's great, In a minute, I'll be pulling up on South Beach in my Maybach, popping champagne bottles and getting ready, to go check out the ladies that's going to be in the video.
But you also now what's the most ridiculous money you make? I understand that you go to like a bar mitzvah, you play one song, you leave.
Get like $100,000, man.
$100,000 just for going to a bar. How often? How often you do that?
So far I did it probably like 5 times.
And how does that work? Somebody calls you and says, "Hey, my son's a big fan." You come in and you just perform one song, and they give you a suitcase full of cash.
Well, actually, they just hit up, my management, and then we just go and make it happen. Always, exciting. Everyone is in the uproar when I approach the red carpet and everything, and we just put it down.
Do you have Miami athletes calling you now, trying to hang out, now that you're giving out your cell phone to everybody? Like, does Dwayne Wade try and contact you because he just wants to hang out?
No, not at all. But, shout out to Dwayne Wade. Shout out my homeboy Udonis Haslem, long-time friend and stuff. So, if anything, I got their number. I hit them up or vice versa.
You're from Carroll City, correct?
Carroll City, all day. 187th Street, 37th Avenue, APTs all day.
And how often do you go back there?
For the most part, I'm traveling so much, if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or, sometimes I go pick up my homeboys who still live there, I go back there.
Give me an example, Flo, of one time that you go out to your mailbox, wherever it is that you're living these days, and you're surprised because there's just a giant check in there that you weren't expecting. And you're like, oh, my God, look at this. It's great to be me because look at this giant check I wasn't expecting. It's for blank.
Hey, for the most part, I got the mail transferred over to my new resort. I can't call it a mansion. I call it a resort, But I'll go through that, when I pull up, the mailboxes is actually right there by the street. So everybody start calling everybody, and they just come out, and we just be chilling and vibing, just say what's up to the old friends and things like that.
But you didn't answer my question, though. Like, what the amount of money in the mailbox?
Oh, we got to keep that on the low.